Yo, what up? It's Bradley.
Be toast.
Hey, and this is Randy.
Rambo Savage.
Welcome to the Beacon Road.
Hey, what up, yo? It's episode 4.
What is up? Episode 4.
Good morning.
How's your traffic this morning commute?
Hella traffic.
Hopefully we post this Friday morning.
No, we're committed. We're committed to this. So today is Valentine's Day, aka Single Awareness Day.
Yes.
So-
for certain people in this world.
So basically, today I just wanted to make an episode for Valentine's Day because it's just a Randy thing to do.
Very Randy thing.
So this is titled "Living Single."
Yeah.
Just so the point of this was to make being single more fun.
Yeah.
Make it sound more fun than what it actually is.
Yeah.
Which is probably overhyped, being single. But, a lot of times people look at you like, there's something wrong with you if you're single. You must be single and bitter.
And I don't think about that. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like there's a stigma for it.
There might be. A little bit.
Like in episode 1, when our OGs are like, why are you single?
Yeah.
There's something wrong with you.
Your mom was like,
My mom's a savage.
Your mom was
My
a
mom's funny. Hey, don't tell her
if you-
I complimented her. She's confident enough.
if she listened to this, sup, auntie? Thanks for Facebook comments.
Oh, dude, this is hella funny. Remember my old Facebook post? She gave me a single book.
Wow.
She gave me a single book, woke me up.
Wow.
And I was like, here, you need
Yo, Jazz, that's kind of savage.
this. My mom's a savage.
Damn.
That's where I get it from. Like, yeah.
Anyways, guys,
yeah.
Friday morning, welcome to Beacon Road. This is Bradley, and this is my co-host, Randy. Just to give you a quick little intro, just in case you're jumping into this.
If you didn't know already.
If you didn't know already, this is the hottest podcast in the game right now.
It's pretty extra.
I don't care.
I like it.
I like it a lot. And yeah, so keep going. Dude, so your mom gave you a single book.
Yeah, that was one of her funniest.
That's a pretty funny
She's pretty
one.
funny. She
That's
takes
pretty
her
funny.
shots, and it's pretty good.
That's hilarious, man.
I mean, I kind of bait her into it. I mean, I bait myself into a lot of things, but
Yeah.
I don't care. It's like I like when people make fun of me, especially
Yeah.
when it's good and
Yeah.
innovative and like original.
Yeah, because I remember, who was it? Was it like an MTV thing where like, if you're going to, or maybe was it you?
Or Timothy De La Ghetto, or like if
Oh,
you make a racist joke, at least make it funny.
Yeah, it better be, like he was talking about Wild 'N Out.
Yeah.
Where like, if you're going to come back at me, you better make it good.
I like
good.
when people make fun of me.
Yeah.
because people don't really go
if
at
it's
me
not
like that.
clever, then you're going to be like,
It's boring.
okay.
Like
Asian
you just set
joke,
me
whatever.
up. Bump
Yeah.
set spike is about to happen
Yeah.
to your face, bro.
Oh, damn.
But okay, so
Today's topic.
today's topic, Valentine's Day. If you're single, this is for you. If you might be sad, if you don't have plans, this is gonna be for you. Tune in.
See you on college.
Save money Saturday, Friday, Sunday if you're working. I'm pretty.
Guys, girls, I'm not single out here, but I'm just
Yeah.
here for the ride, man.
I'm the only. Well, if there's anything that
There's
I
a couple
know,
people we know that are single, so.
there is more. I made it seem like I don't have any single friends. I do have single friends, guys. I'm not the only one, but it seems like I'm the only single person in my family.
That does feel.
And I
pretty
never
heavy.
really
Yeah.
had like the opportunity to hang out with my cousins as like single.
Yeah.
I should have hang out with my
Also,
other
aren't
older
you like
cousin.
one of the younger ones? Are you?
I'm the second youngest. And my little cousin already, like, right when I found out he turned 21, he was like, "Oh, I got a kid." Like,
It's like,
man,
but we were gonna have good times.
he wanted to. I can see it in his eyes.
Really?
He made it seem like, or we make it seem like we're always having fun, but we are.
We are always having fun. Anyways, let's get into this topic for people who are single today. This is for you guys.
You know what? I wanna say that I'm gonna be sporadic in this episode. I'm gonna keep it a buck, but I just want to say this. If I feel
Randy
like
has a lot to say today.
I do have a
guys.
lot. This might be a 2-piece, but
It's fine. I'm here. I'm here for you, bro. I'm here for you.
I'm. Thank you. I appreciate
You're
that. That's
welcome.
rare. No, but like I'm one of the most. I listened to the last episode, and full disclosure, I was drunk clearly because we
We were a little intoxicated. It was our very first episode. We were
got
very
excited.
nervous.
We got excited. We took the edge off, and then I accidentally killed half a bottle. But whatever. It's sorry if you mom and them, and if you guys watching this, but whatever.
It was pretty entertaining.
If it came across like I'm cocky or whatever, I'm one of the
fine.
most self-deprecating people you'll ever meet
Yeah.
west of the Mississippi. So
Damn.
the confidence that I expose is like,
Yeah.
it's balanced.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
trust
yeah.
me, it's balanced.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if I'm yelling advice,
I'll lower you down.
No, if I'm yelling advice, it's pretty much I'm yelling at myself, and I'm just
All right.
sharing.
And I will lower down your
Hopefully,
volume.
you guys can relate to this. Am I loud? Oh,
I
shit,
lowered
probably.
you down a little bit.
So, I feel like Asians have like a stigma of being shy.
Yep, I agree. And
I think it's valid, right?
I think it's valid, and I think Asians on the other side, the opposite of shy is being super obnoxious in like a bad way.
There's kind of no in between when you think about it.
No, I really don't. I mean, there might be people out there. There might be, but I don't.
It's rare.
Yeah,
In
it's
Seattle
rare.
specifically, Seattle Asians.
Yeah.
But in 95 slide,
R.I.P.
a little bit more aggressive than what you thought they were. I mean, they are aggressive Asians,
Yeah.
but I think it's just important if you don't want to be single, which is kind of a hard question to answer about yourself. If you actually want to be single, I think that's hard to think about.
Yeah.
Like, do you really want to go into a full date or a relationship?
That's pretty hard to answer.
That's a loaded question, kind of. It's kind of like you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, especially for people that like, some people that had maybe like one or two relationships throughout high school or something like that, and you're going into like a more serious relationship.
Yeah, sometimes your history kind of like
It might mess
changes your answer a little
or
bit.
at least
about
change up
that.
your foundation on it, right? Like if you're
Yeah.
going through like a bad relationship or a weird relationship, and you're like,
Yeah.
all right, adult relationship now. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Even if you're over someone, right? It's
Yeah.
kind of like subconsciously you're like, how much do I really like you though?
Yeah.
So if you do want to date and be single or not be single, shooting your shot is very important.
Yeah.
I feel like if you only have 2 days off,
He has 2 days off.
every
Reminder.
I yelled that
Yeah.
pretty loud.
You did.
With
Pretty sure your
confidence.
grandma heard.
I heard me upstairs. I don't know when she came down. So yeah, if opportunity, man, it closes. I feel like I use this analogy with my friend. Like if you don't shoot your shot at a bar, that shit closes like Earl Thomas is guarding you.
Yeah. And Earl
Sometimes
Thomas, he's quick, bro.
it's like comedic timing almost. Kind of, if you don't say a joke at a certain time, you're not getting that joke back.
yeah.
And so it's kind of important. Asian guys, you just gotta holler.
Yeah,
just
for-
do it. Just
for-
do it in a respectful way.
Yeah.
Don't,
For all the Asian shy guys, like it's definitely, if you thought about it, just go for it. Like real confidence happens when if it doesn't work out, you're fine.
and girls are really nice about it. They're just gonna say, "Oh, I have
Yes
a boy.
or no.
Oh, I have a boyfriend. I'm sorry." And then you just be like, "Okay, that's
Yeah.
okay. I won't get jealous," or like say something slick, and then just, "Oh, all right. Have a nice day."
Yeah. Because I think you just gotta lay off the edge when you're talking to somebody, right? Like just go up to them.
Take it as a normal conversation.
Yeah,
I think
take it as a normal
I
conversation.
think one thing that I do wrong, being single, is that I try to say something very clever all the time.
Mm-hmm.
When all I need to do is start the conversation, and then I know how. If you don't feel comfortable starting a conversation, I'm not gonna just say go out on someone who you think is attractive without any
Yeah.
game plan.
Yeah.
At least talk about it.
Yeah.
Talk with your friends.
Yeah.
Who's actually.
Yeah, it's talk with your friends, practice conversations, how to start them up, right?
Yeah. I have to practice my conversations because I don't talk to people a lot.
Yeah. Also, I mean,
we do have a whole ass podcast right now, but you know, I don't be talking to people.
we're
if you
talking
think
through a
about it.
mic and we're talking to each other the whole time. Freaking.
So I'm just talking to people who I'm comfortable with. I
Yeah.
kind of like went to the club sober on purpose just because I wanted to. Well, not. I just talk to people.
Practice.
You get the point. I just like to
Yeah,
practice,
yeah,
talk
yeah.
to people, and so yeah, there's.
So how's a shy Asian guy, or just being shy in general out here for anybody who's listening who's not Asian that shy, what does that have to do with like liquid courage? What do you think?
Do you think?
Liquid courage, does that help?
I don't even know if I think liquid courage. Like, cause my history is like, oh, dude, yeah, liquid courage is a real thing for me,
Yeah.
and I hate the fact that I depend on it too much. Like if
Like
you
it helps lay off the edge a little too much.
Yeah, it's like I'm the same person, so I know what to say. It's just my trigger finger kind of gets cut off when
Yeah.
I'm nervous and sober.
Yeah.
One of the things that I've always described, and I'll get into it after this story because I like being nervous, so I'll get into that. But
Okay.
Approaching girls sometimes feel like skydiving to me,
Aww.
sober or drunk.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a lot of pressure, dude.
Yeah. I put a lot of pressure on myself.
Yeah.
It only takes 5 seconds of courage
To jump out of a plane.
Yeah. And it's going to be the most amazing thing ever. You're like, I dreamt about this my whole life. I'm actually free falling.
Guys on the screen, everybody that's watching on YouTube.
It's like freaking Mortal Kombat, but in real life. But yeah, I mean, okay. So, to answer your question, liquid courage, I think, is a real thing.
Yeah.
But alcohol, I think, was supposed to only just to take the edge off.
Yeah.
To chill.
Yeah.
Well drink. You don't need to take it to the head. Take shots to the head like Kennedy all the time.
All the time, you know?
Even though we're drinking right now.
Hey guys, random shout out though. You guys try that Coke energy drink? I don't know how I feel about it yet, man. It's a
It
mixture.
doesn't
in
work.
here. I don't know.
Alcohol works better than the Coke energy.
Maybe. Anyways, okay. So liquid
So,
courage.
what do you think about liquid courage? Is that a real thing?
So, okay, this is going back into like even a bigger conversation beyond dating. I think it helps get people to talk,
Yeah.
right? Because I think there's a lot of people that like try people, right? You give them a shot or two, they're gonna start talking about things.
Especially when a girl is with her friends or
Yeah. And
with a homeboy that's maybe a boyfriend or a homeboy.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things that stop people from talking.
Yeah, I think
to people.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that liquid courage is really. I mean, if you look at like the history of alcohol in pubs and stuff like that, it's to have conversations.
Yes.
Right. And so like if you know how to handle your alcohol, where you're not out there
Not
sloppy, you could have more open, honest conversations, more vulnerable conversations. And I think that's what's cool about the idea of
Yeah.
liquid courage.
But case in point,
But when you're nervous,
these regardless if you're faded or sober, you're gonna feel the nerves depending on the girl. So I don't know. That's the only like counter that I have to liquid courage.
yeah,
Like when I think about it, me sober versus me drunk, I don't think I've had more girls ask me for my number than me asking for theirs successfully.
okay,
Sober, which is very bad because people are like, "Oh, girls don't make the first move." Actually, they kind of do. It's body language. It's they make an effort too. It's just
yeah.
not
They just do it in a different way.
yeah,
do
and
it
it's
in a
not
different way.
really recognized usually.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of a bad look on me, but whatever. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Let me go back to what you said. Why do you like being nervous? Ooh.
It's adrenaline rush.
Okay. Kind of like right when you're about to jump out of
Yeah.
a plane.
Yeah,
You like
so-
that energy?
Yeah, so on dating
Dating part 1.
part 1,
Yeah.
I kind of half-assed my my story about. I want to explain. This is why
He's going to have an opportunity to explain, guys.
I like being nervous and how that
listen.
felt like skydiving to me. If you guys
Okay.
haven't skydived, so we go
should-
to this rooftop bar,
Yeah.
and then I immediately see her. Reflex just kicks in. Like this is like I felt like a puppet. Like everything was just happening in reflex.
Yeah.
My jaw drops.
That's cute.
I see her. Everything's in slow motion. Like I tunnel vision, high pass filter,
Music people.
8K 120p. Everything was in
Camera
slow
people.
mo. If y'all didn't catch those references, that's what happened. And then it's like if you guys play Call of Duty, it's like God was pressing R3 on me, and I couldn't breathe. And I was inebriated in a mug. Like
Yeah.
I was feeling like this is me. Like I'm for sure comfortable. Like I was so attracted to her that I felt sober
Like it's
instantly.
Yeah.
And I was like, the adrenaline kicked in. Like it felt like skydiving, worse
Yeah.
than skydiving because I was just groggy that day when we actually went
Oh, yeah,
skydiving.
yeah,
But so that
you
happened.
woke up at like 3 in the morning, bro.
And then my heart was racing
Yeah.
like Usain Bolt. And then I was like, oh God. I was
Took
like,
a while.
Thank goodness
Me and,
people.
me and Jazz were telling me to say go for like a good half hour.
I kind of needed other guys to talk to her because I needed that full second
Hold on.
timeout.
This is gonna be a public announcement. If you see Randy in public at the club, hype this man up real quick.
But the thing is, like, I'm always more comfortable doing it by myself because that's what it's always
Yeah.
been.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you've seen it in the elevator when we were going to that same place.
Oh yeah,
Where
yeah.
she initiated the conversation and she like gave me a set where it's like, oh, this is perfect for him, and then I didn't talk and then I had to explain to you later.
Yeah.
Which there was two valid reasons, but we're not gonna get into that. But
You don't need to hear that one.
yeah, that's why I like being nervous. It feels good if you're working and it feels mundane and you're in a routine and it's like life is repetitive, it feels good to just be out with the homies.
It's
have
kind of like
fun.
that big burst of emotions and energy,
Yeah.
right? Especially if you're, I mean, the routine of 9 to 5 and all that stuff, having that extra emotion and just be like, oh man, I understand that. That makes sense.
I don't even think it's overhyped. I feel like that's a very accurate way of describing it
Yeah.
as best as I could.
Yeah. Man. Okay. Keep
yeah.
going. Go ahead.
But to talk about our first dating episode, I think we should talk about Nice Guys since we talk about.
Yeah, we did mention
because
Nice
I think we
Guys.
were. Because we were a little faded, we kind of was jumping around topics. I had some
It's
points
fine.
that I wanted to talk about, but then it like passed by. I was like, God damn it. I done forgot what I was going to say on a podcast. I was about to drop some bars,
and
yo,
guy-
and then I
And we
forgot.
write this down too, and we totally
We
like just
did.
missed it.
The funniest part was like, do I have trust issues? Yeah. Is it smart to have trust issues? Yeah. And then we just skipped the point. I'm pretty sure we should have said something after that.
No. Okay, let's add a little bit from dating.
The Nice Guys, I think
Nice Guys.
the whole point of Nice Guys we've established on the dating one was Nice Guys should just be regular guys.
Yeah. I think
Seen as
Nice
regular
Guys.
guys. I think we've communicated that effectively, but
I think it's also
why well, we should explain why Nice Guys finish last. In my opinion, Nice Guys finish last because they are too like they hover over. They don't give the girl the space. Like if you think about approaching a girl, you got to think about how you're being received
Yeah.
while you're talking to her.
Yeah.
It's like, are you being too much? Are you doing too much? Are you like, you got to read the body language, and if she's not into it or she doesn't feel comfortable, then
go
just
away. Just walk away.
just chill out, bro.
Yeah. I think
There's other girls. There's other fish in the sea, but we'll talk
I
about
think
that
to add to nice guy thing, I feel, in my opinion, I feel like a lot of guys, they have high expectations. Like, remember I said earlier of like nice guys, they have, oh, I'm nice, I deserve it. So they have like this expectation of what will happen after talking to the girl. And I feel like when the nice guys talk, they start to plan out everything before even being present in that situation.
That could just be overthinkers. Because
Yeah.
remember, I said I'm not a nice guy.
Apparently
We're nice guys.
we're nice guys. Cool.
Nice guys. I don't think we're nice guys. I think, okay, this is going to sound cocky. Whatever.
Go for it.
I don't think, okay, let's speak for myself. I don't think I'm a nice guy. I think I'm a good guy when I can and when I want to be. But a lot of the times I don't want to be nice. One of the realest things one of my homies said to me was like, you can be a really good friend, but a lot of the times you don't want to be. Like, I'll save you, or if you really need help, I got your back.
Yeah.
But man, I'm stressing. I'm frustrated.
I think
Like if it's valid, I got you.
For
but-
me, I think when it comes to being a nice guy, it's more I don't fake it. Like I'm either authentically good intentions, all that,
Yeah.
or I don't know you. I'm not gonna pretend like I do.
And we said that's defensive. It could be defensive, but
I don't know.
it's not going out of my. To be nice is to go out of your comfort zone. Like for me, nice is not being cordial. Like you just be a regular dude with somebody. You're like, oh, give a handshake, look at them in the eye, and blah blah blah. Be cool with them. That's normal behavior.
Yeah.
Being nice is going out of your way to make someone feel comfortable or make sure that they're having a good time.
Yeah, and I think that's just me. I don't like doing
Being
that.
responsible for everybody's happiness.
Yeah,
for
that
time.
or you know, I mean, I care about making sure everybody's having a good time when it's just like a new group of people. But if you're doing it all
With
the
the
time,
homies, with people that you already know.
yeah, it's like, what's your intentions? Right?
One of my homegirls said that was a thing that I do, but now I'm like, you know what? I don't really care if you guys are having fun. I know I'm gonna have fun. My day off,
and
bro.
also, I'm like, dude, if you don't want to have fun, that's fine.
like if
do
you're just
you.
showing face, that's your problem, my guy.
And it's fine to show face if you want to, but like you were invited for a reason.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going out here. So dating part 2 continue.
I think one of the things we did say that might have triggered people, but the intentions of it was to make you think, look at yourself, and try to better yourself as a person. What we said was, what makes you yelled this with confidence. You said, what makes your partner
It
special?
is true. It is true.
We clap. So sorry if we clap when we talk. We're just passionate people.
Yes, we are very passionate
So
people.
do you wanna talk about what?
But yeah, when it comes to I don't, not to offend nobody out here who's listening, but what makes your partner special? It's special for you, right? It's niche.
Being special is like very individualized. Like,
Yes, it's very individualized. It's not like being special, like, oh, super unique, whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
how is that person special for you?
or what they care about, what they think is special.
Yeah.
Like, you should know your partner. And I don't know, that hit me. That hit me very hard. And my ass been single since the land before time, since pre-Obama. I was like, bruh, I just need to look at myself and like what makes me stick out. Because if I ask a girl out, I'm like,
And then
I know she's getting hollered at all the time.
and then
so-
what should stick out for you is what makes you who you are, right? Like for example, like for me, what sticks out for me, like I'm just gonna say like the things that I'm proud of my characters. Like I'm a very religious person. I have a lot of passions and ambition, and I'm super passionate about pursuing those things.
Should we talk about what we look for?
You could, because I found a lot of mine.
I think you got to be okay. So we talked about
Yeah, we can
this.
both
We
talk
talked
about it,
we
it's
talked
fine.
about this in dating part 1.
Yeah.
And then I didn't like my answer.
Okay.
I said you got to be funny or you got to be entertaining. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's like you're worth my time. Like who am I to judge? Like
I could
if
tell you
I'm-
kind of want to take that back.
I for sure wanted to take
Yeah,
that back, but then I don't know. You don't have to be funny. That's not important. I think just you have to show that you've been through something. Be resilient.
Yeah.
Be loyal. I don't even know if that's asking for too much.
Yeah.
Be loyal. There's more things, but
Yeah.
get along with my family. Be open-minded.
Yeah.
Be
makes
shorter than me. Let's throw a shallow thing in there.
This helps, bro. I understand.
Okay, let's talk about hard over height. Good segue, accidentally.
Anyway,
I don't
so
even
that
lie.
was we had a little bit of dating there, but let's go into the living single because this is really
Dating part 2.
we don't want it to turn into dating part 2. We want to talk about the single people out here in this world.
So basically, well, to end that part, if you got triggered on the dating thing,
Sorry.
good,
Oh,
good.
okay.
That was the
Good.
point of that statement. But
I think for the triggered, we just want you guys to think about it. Just think about it.
we're just
man.
starting a dialogue.
Start a dialogue.
Very passionately with claps.
A little aggressive,
a little aggressive,
but it's fine.
A lot aggressive.
Whatever.
Bold.
Anyways, we'll go back into our main topic. It's fine.
Does height matter? I feel like we should. I wish we had a big audience just to be able to sample poll. Be like, does height
No.
matter? I don't even think girls would even admit to that.
I don't think height matters after you start really
Knowing somebody.
knowing somebody and pursuing it. I think when it comes to as a single person dating, it does a little bit.
Yeah, at
'Cause
face
it's like
value.
that's a first impression, which
Yeah.
sucks, right? Like
Yeah.
that's a sucky first impression.
Yeah, because I don't know, dear shark guys. If you guys are relatable to me in the fact that have you ever had a girl taller than you be like vibe with you and they're like, oh man, I wish you were like taller. Or I've had a girl say, oh, you're hella dope,
I
or
was
you're hella
with
funny.
you when they said that.
And then
That's pretty
This happened twice.
Really?
So there was another one
Yeah.
where she was like, I wish I was shorter so that I could find blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You guys think I'm really joking about this, but like being short is a very limiting option.
And that's
The whole fish in the sea shit, I really disagree with that because I could knock the many fish in the sea down to a very low number.
sort of height graph or something.
Yeah, because if you guys think there's like, oh, there's 3.6 billion emotional availability. How many are shorter than you? How many are mutual attraction? Like it'll keep dropping.
And you know what's fucked up too? It's like, dude, you can't change your height. So when they mention it, it's like,
Yeah, this is like my name. Like I could have changed my. Well, that's
I mean, you can
not
change,
as bad.
You can't change your height. I
like
mean,
I tried, bro. I drank my milk. I ate my vegetables. It didn't
it's
help.
genetics, bro. I can't do anything. So sorry, I'm gonna call this out. For the girl that called out Randy for being, I don't know who you are.
Like you young as hell with good knees, man. I don't give a damn.
That's mean, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't really think about it too much, but it's like, ladies, you just need to prioritize. I mean, I think I do as well. As like, you need to prioritize what you want and what you need. There's a big
Yeah.
difference between want and need, and then
what's best for you.
What's best for you, and what determines like what's a rare quality.
Yeah.
Like some things you can't really find in that many people, like loyalty or. So you're just gonna say, oh, height is more important than loyalty?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Because at the end of the day, it's
Like
like,
you could say you could have the perfect interview. I remember in Bellevue, I had the perfect interview, the best interview of my life.
yeah,
And they just hire internally, so you were just basically screwed from the start.
yeah,
It was a waste of time.
yeah. That sucks. That sucks. That's pretty shallow.
So people think this is a shallow reason, but I feel like it's very valid.
It's just defense. It's not. I don't want to say that's shallow. It just sucks that like you wish that wasn't a part of the conversation, but you know that there's a lot of girls that
Yeah.
will put that as part
As
of the
a high
conversation.
thing, which is fair. I mean, I can't change your opinion about that, but it's just kind of whack to me. And there are exceptions. There are ladies out there that generally don't care as long as you're just taller than them.
Yeah.
I remember I was at the bar for my homie's birthday, and then this girl, I was vibing with her. She was from New York. She was hella chill. She was sitting on a stool, and then I was talking to her, and she stood up. I was like, because I said, I don't even know if I'm taller than you. Like, how tall are you? And then she stood up. She was like, oh, I'm 5'6". And then she's like, oh, you're taller than me. She's like, does that bother you? I was like, no. Does that bother you? No. And then she was like, she took off her shoe, and then she was like, oh, I'll wear flats for you. I was like, man.
That's cute.
And people are from New York are hella mean.
Was that in New York?
Man, every person that I met from New York
Oh, okay.
has been popping. But no, this was at Still.
Okay.
So that's
But they were
still-
from New York.
They're from New York. She had the accent and everything. So
Makes sense.
there are exceptions to the rule. I don't want to classify as every girl being shallow with the height thing, because that's not true.
Yeah. Cause dude, there's some good people out here. We just ain't above 5'6".
We tried.
We
I
tried.
tried so hard. You want to get it? You want to get into the what happens to us if we were like 6 foot?
Sure. Let's go ahead and do that. Jazz in the background is shaking her head. She's like, bro, for
it's,
real.
It's sporadic. I don't know what this is. Living single. I don't know. I'm just.
All right, let's go for it. Whatever, man.
I'm living single, and these are my thoughts. So
Okay.
these are single topics that I think about. It could just make completely no sense to you, but whatever.
All right, let's go
I
for
think
it.
we've had our confident moments where we're like, if we were 6 feet tall, like our loyalty would not be as good, or we'd be like cocky or like talk bad shit. I don't know if that's real. I think
I know if I was taller, I'd dunk and shit.
I would. Nate, like that's the reason why Nate Robinson and an AI are like,
One of your favorite players.
or not tall. Well, yeah, one of my
yeah,
one of my favorite players, but like not tall, because if they were tall, it'd be a problem. It'd be the worst.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious for sure. All right. Tall.
Huh?
You wish you were taller, or what would you do?
I wish I was a good singer.
Okay.
I wish I was like 5'8". I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like that's not asking for much.
Yeah.
I feel like my options would have grew. This is gonna sound stupid. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I think if I was taller, I would not be single right now. And I'm not trying to do a Kanye soundbite or go for the.
Yeah.
I just think that's a fair, valid. There's 1,000 reasons why I'm single, but I feel like that's a.
One of them.
One of those
being
things.
Your height thing is kind of like that extra percent.
And I bring that up because that's a very shallow thing, but I think that has validity to it.
Yeah. That makes sense for sure. I think.
You disagree with that or agree with that?
Well, you don't.
I
wanna,
mean, you know me. You wait. Whoa.
you don't want to attract an Asian person.
I love Asian girls,
But it's okay. It's not, and like you just are more attracted to non-Asians. So with that, there's a percent of non-Asians
In my
being
history,
a lot
I'm-
taller.
in my history, I think what bothers me about Asian girls is they're not aggressive.
Yeah,
I feel like I put in so much.
They don't put up their shot.
Yeah, I feel
Right.
like I put in so much work and effort.
Yeah.
And they're like, to me, sometimes it feels like talking to Asian girls, or not even just Asian girls specifically, but just girls that are passive. It feels
Yeah.
like I'm the rapper and they're the audience at the rap show, and they're like, entertain me, make me laugh,
Yeah, it's
do the
kind of a-
most, buy me a drink, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, but what? This is a conversation. This
Yeah.
is
I get that. That's frustrating.
if we doing the salsa, and I'm the only one doing the salsa, and you just
Yeah.
standing there. It's like, okay, this is how it's gonna be. All right, but I'm dipping somewhere else.
Yeah. That makes sense. So why do you like being single?
I think most times I just like the freedom.
And then let's go to like, what are your favorite moments being single?
Okay, why do I like being single? That's such a loaded question because my mind just went 50,000 different places. Unpopular opinion. I think it's the logistics of trying to put the effort in, because like there's been many times, like the past 4 times I've had interactions with girls, it's like I chop it up, get their number,
Yeah.
ask them out. Oh, I would love to go out, and then I go to the movies by myself.
Okay.
And this is like online dating.
Okay.
So if this was in person, maybe it would be a little different.
Yeah.
But I think I just bail out. I bail out like midway. Sometimes I'd be, you seen it at the bar where I'm like mid conversation talking
like-
to a girl, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go back with my friends. I'm gonna go be single and have fun with my friends.
Do you
'cause
like that?
I don't know. I think you've only seen me have a crush on one girl,
Yeah.
and that was the only time where I felt like I was full on. I'm an all-in type of person.
Yeah.
It's probably a problem. I probably cut off some opportunities and like good relationships that I could have had, but I'm gonna eat that, take that to the chin. Just, you know,
All right.
I'm fine being single. I go to the movie. You guys think that's weird going to the movies by yourself?
I personally don't think that's weird, but we've had this conversation
Yeah.
before. I don't think that's weird.
Y'all comment if you guys think if
For all,
that's
the,
weird.
for all the people that do go to the movies by themselves, it's not weird, guys.
I don't think it's weird.
It's not weird.
Here's the pluses to doing that. To answer your question, I can eat wherever I want. I can leave when I could go to the.
Logistics.
I could go to the gym after, go to the gym before.
Yeah.
I move way faster by myself than
Yeah.
with someone. Like if you have someone who's a street performer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's use the dancing analogy.
Okay.
And you make that street performer do the waltz. There's gonna be like there's gonna be a big learning curve, and there's
Yeah.
gonna be very like an uncomfortable feeling. Like I don't want to step on your toes. I don't
Yeah.
want to have to deal with this,
Yeah.
dealing with your space.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not putting the effort in.
I think there's also, I mean, this might be a little bit deep on your side, but I also think you haven't been in a relationship yet to experience what's outside of those logistical things, like having a teammate with you that's helping you become better, pursue your passions, align with some of those passions, right? And that's also, you take time to figure those out and figure out what really means
Yeah.
important to you, what's not important to you.
And this is how you know I'm an overthinker. As soon as you said that, I just thought about how being single for a long time is bad, because it's like you're falling into the trap of falling too hard too fast.
Yes. Oh, man.
I think that's something that I think about, and I'm overcompensating like subconsciously. I think I just like literally had like a revelation. Like, dude, I just cut things off because I just think the chase and the quote unquote bachelor phase is fun.
Yeah.
And then when it gets too serious, I bail out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even up to that point yet, but I'm like,
And
maybe. Do you think I'm too picky?
I think we've had this conversation like over beers before. I think you are picky in reasons that don't matter after 3 months.
Yes, that's fair.
Right? Like,
fair.
I get it. Like, I think being picky is fine because it helps you keep your standards high, right?
Yeah.
Keeps you, how do I explain this? Keeps you, pursuing for higher, right? But some of the things that are on that, I think just don't matter after a certain amount of time.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, the height one, for all the people in the height one, it doesn't matter after you find someone that's super dope.
Yeah.
Like, for all people that, like, for all the short guys that got tall girls, good job.
Respect.
Respect.
You don't got to be a Kevin Hart to do that. I know some people that are shorter than their wife.
Yeah. But that's what I think, is that I think you're a little picky on things that don't matter. And that's why I also kind of agree that when you're single for so long, you kind of hype it up. And then you have that huge, long expectation that takes you away from figuring out what matter and don't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think I'm just too hard on myself. I think I'm too hard on other girls too.
That's what I think. This goes back to the dating ones. I think you need more friends.
I do have single friends, guys. I don't know if I mentioned that, but
Yeah.
I probably should hang out with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's just tiring being single sometimes.
It is.
A lot of the times,
agree.
actually.
Yeah.
I mean, even me, I have this whole single bravado, like where I'm proud, blah, 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 being single. Ain't nobody want to die alone, bruh.
Yeah. Nobody wants to die alone, dude.
I could even have this fake confidence of, you know what I love? I love when she responds right away and my stocks are going up. Like, being single is so dope. I'm saving so much money, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
yeah, yeah.
You could justify all you want.
Yeah.
But those times when you just alone, everyone's cuffed, everyone's being married, having kids, establishing themselves, it slowly
starts to
creeps
seep into
your
your
head
brain.
where you're
You're
like,
like-
dude,
Like, oh man.
your parents are concerned for a reason,
They want
for
grandkids.
valid reasons. I think my mom is like taking these shots at me to be funny, but because I don't think a simple pep talk is gonna help me.
Yeah.
She's just like, okay, I'm gonna do a savage approach on this guy because I know him.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you have to challenge me.
Yeah.
It's like when you're like, oh, you're gonna date a Filipino nurse. It's like, all right, bet.
Called that. Just saying.
I don't even.
It's
I
gonna
don't have
happen,
her, so I'm gonna be.
It's gonna happen.
My
guys.
Valentine's Day plans is work on Friday, probably watch a movie on Saturday, Dolo, and then probably play some Call of Duty.
All right, let's go. Hey guys, you know you are single when all the boys on Call of Duty on Valentine's Day.
Especially during high school, dude. It was like clockwork. It was like
Yeah.
right
Like,
after school.
Right after school, 7, 8 o'clock, all the boys jumping on, and all of a sudden you be getting random party invites. You're like, hey, I haven't talked to this guy in forever. Or you find out that people have gamer tags.
Yeah.
You're like, oh. Like, oh, you're single.
You check your barracks, bro.
Yeah.
Back in high school, you clocked in full hour shifts, dog. 30 hours. No, yeah, 30 hours straight. Yeah, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was crazy.
For all the girls that are single, you know they're single when they're posting hella
Yeah.
on social media.
Hella, what, the girls?
Yeah.
Hella selfies and like
Hella
trying
selfies
to make
or
their life look
something,
poppin'.
dude. Yeah.
That's why I do like the millennial thing on Instagram.
Yeah.
My last story, I was like millennial, just to make. My friend was posting a picture of his food. I was like millennial. Or I'd be going straight up. I was like, oh, posting a story so I can make my life look poppin'.
That's when you know they're single, bro, for sure.
So let's go back to the original plan of this was to make single sound fun.
It is.
It is fun, but it's I don't know,
It's like a sprint
a
of fun, though.
double-edged sword.
Yeah, it's a sprint of fun. It's not long-term fun, unless you just continue to cover it up completely, you know?
Well, fun and happiness is never long-term. I mean, you said love is messy, right?
Yeah. That was
All
super
right.
messy.
So it's not like happiness is asking for too much, man. You gotta be content. Reach for content. The pursuit of happiness. Love Will Smith. Love that movie. Love Jaden.
Yeah.
But
I think
That's not
content
real.
should be like that base that you start, and then there's happiness they come and go. But
Yeah.
it's very rare for it to be low. You know what I'm saying?
spoiler alert, you seen Pursuit of Happiness, right?
Yeah.
At the end when Will Smith was clapping, that was me when I got my weekends off. Fam, I literally cried. I only got my weekends off because I'm Filipino. I said to the guy that took my shift, I was like, yo, if I'm working weekends, I'm leaving.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
People in the VA don't care. They literally talk about retirement, how they hate
He doesn't
this
work at
place.
the VA.
Or there's 2 locations. Find me, son. But yeah,
What he's saying on this podcast and not confirm nor deny his work at the VA.
I reserved the. That was a fictional comment. Don't Google me, please. They have my full name. They gonna find me somehow. If you stalking doing your research like that, come on, bro. I'm not that
gosh.
important. You could at me, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's talk about. You want to go first on these drunk moments?
Yeah. Wait. What was
A
that?
drunk single moment
drunk single moments.
to make life look
So
positive.
I
single
was.
life.
So me and my girl we've been dating for a while, but I was single a long time before that, and it was like the times my younger 20s. And I have one funny drunk story that I'm pretty sure a lot of people from 95 Slide days can relate to. So what happened to me is I was, having a good time with the boys, drinking, and then
the booth.
in the booth, and some girl just pushes me down onto the chair. I'm like, bro, and I didn't know what to do.
And she was Asian.
Yeah. I was like,
Shout out to the aggressive Asian girls shooting their shot. I know I've said this before.
and
but
sometimes it comes out of nowhere because, you talked about it too.
Yeah.
Most Asian girls are kind of not like that. So when it does
with
happen,
alcohol.
it threw me off.
It's such a refreshing
It threw
thing
me
to
off
do.
for sure. But I was also like,
In a good way, though.
and I was also, I don't know if I wanted that. I was like, excuse me, just gonna.
It's like, I've never had this, and then you're just reacting to it.
Yeah.
The dedication of going through a club just to, like, oh, this guy, I'm going to dance with this guy.
Yeah.
To go
It's
through
like
a crowd.
Sniper out here, just. Like, I felt like that's what happened because this girl came out of nowhere. Like,
yeah.
and
And they just dip. They literally just do that and then leave. They're like a little drive by.
For all the
Like,
people in 95 slides, comment down below.
has that ever happened?
Has that
to you?
ever happened to you?
I know
it happened to
did.
you before.
It definitely happened to me before.
Tell me your drunk stories,
Oh, we
single
were-
drunk stories, which is almost all the time.
No, that just literally happened. Like we were in the booth. It was crowded as hell. Anybody who's been to 95, you know how crowded it gets.
Yeah.
She freaking sifted through like a snaked her way in and
Yeah.
just pushed me down. And I was like, who is this? She is dancing. I'm like, man. Girls be dancing for hella long and putting hella effort. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, respect to that because
Yeah,
that
for
was
sure.
a lot just to get next to me.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. So basically, to answer your question or talk about being single,
Favorite drunk single moments? Is that one of your favorite moments?
no. I have a lot.
That's only one of my main memories of being single. Other than that, it was just has nothing to do with girls. It's just having fun, like with the boys, being
Yeah.
drunk.
That's another key to being single. If we're gonna talk about helping people being single, is like you just have to have fun,
Yeah.
and then everything else follows.
yeah.
Don't be worried. Don't go into the club thinking like, oh, I'm trying to get this number and
or trying to
have that be the main
just
priority.
trying to have the best time that you can, because I think
Girls are attracted to people having fun, right?
that, and I think just being present. Like if you're gonna be single, be single. If you're gonna be with your boys, be with your boys. Be present in that moment. Because I
Yeah.
think a lot of people that are single, trying to look in relationships, they try and anticipate what's happening next. In my opinion, I think you should slow down, just enjoy that.
At the moment,
And then when a girl encounters, or if you want to talk to a girl, enjoy that encounter.
yeah.
Don't anticipate, I'm gonna get this number, we're gonna go on a date, we're gonna do this. It's like, I'm gonna talk to you. Okay, we're done talking. All right.
Man, if you're faded and overthinking, yeah, she is cute. She's like, man, it's dark. You're faded, and you still
that's funny.
overthinking about like, oh man, blah blah blah. You're nervous.
But I also think you can't blame people for wanting to be single. You can't, man.
You can't.
You can't. Because sometimes people just want to be single.
You just have that one bad relationship previously, and you're like, I'm gonna take a break for a little bit,
Yep.
find yourself. But I just want to skip to that part of being for single too long is toxic because everyone justifies being single like, oh, you need to find yourself, you need to learn how to be independent.
I disagree with that.
You don't agree with that?
I think you could do that in a relationship.
Yeah,
I totally think you can do that.
as long as you have your space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
but that's a common thing that people.
it is a
say,
common
right?
thing, but I think 50% of those people are doing that to kind of get out of the relationship. Sorry, not to be triggered on anybody, but I totally think you could find yourself and be independent in a relationship too.
It's a very different concept.
Just depends on the
Yeah.
relationship. But as long as you have that mutual understanding, like I could still do my thing, you can still do your thing, you still figure stuff out by yourself.
Facts.
Totally could happen.
If you disagree with that, your partner's not giving you space or is needy.
True. And then that goes back to, is that what you want or not want?
That's a very underrated thing that people should look for in a
Because
relationship.
I think, and that goes into the expectation of relationships. They think that, oh, everything's gonna be done together now, and we're gonna be, two pairs or whatever. But dude, like there are days it's two pairs. There are days where like I'm gonna do my own thing, and your significant other should be able to understand that a little bit. And the reason why I learned that, is because I've dated a couple people, and like this is more of like a general consensus within dating. It's like there are people that could check your boxes, but when they check your boxes and you start to get to know them, it can make you realize that maybe it's not.
It's not all
It's
hyped
not,
up what it.
Yeah, it's not
was
all
in your
how
head.
people want it to be. So, for example, in high school, what I want is like a dancer, someone super talented, someone super passionate, blah blah blah.
That's valid though. I want someone passionate about something.
Yeah, but okay,
And
yeah,
there's
the
just-
passion, yes, but if it doesn't like click with you, then
there's
you'll
a-
feel it.
Just the chemistry or
Yeah, something's just off. Like
There's
don't.
the instinct.
Yeah, there's an instinct in there where something is just off. Like just because they check your boxes, like definitely like just self-discover yourself. Be like, well, what is going on? And sometimes this doesn't work. Sometimes it's like maybe you get impressed because you check your boxes, but then in reality, it's just yeah, you're cool, but you're not helping me become the best person you can be.
Yeah.
You're not helping me pursue the best version of myself. You're just a person I'm like, I thought I liked that. That's cool.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned when I was dating, where I'm like, there's people that impressed me, And there's people that are like, well, impress me for like 2 minutes. But then after that, I'm like, oh, okay.
It's a good problem to have, I guess.
It's a weird problem to have.
It's weird. It's
Super
different.
weird.
You're like, damn, what do I do now? Like,
Yeah.
I talk to people that I'm
Yeah.
not really talking to, or because I feel like I might be doing the opposite of that. But yeah, that's interesting.
It's an interesting thing that I encountered, especially being single. Because, I mean, you heard it in dating part 1. It's finding the best person that pushes you to be the best version of yourself. And
that's a quality that doesn't really show until you get to know somebody.
yeah, until you get to know somebody, until you go through that process of like when you guys are good, when you guys are bad, when you're going through independent moments, where you're going to together moments. I think that's where they start to really develop.
Should I talk about my drunk moment?
Are we going to the drunk moments?
We could. No, I skipped my answer. I didn't.
If you want to. What are we, 45 minutes in? Shoot.
Yeah. I think we talked about a lot of these things already.
Yeah.
Let's end on a good single moment.
Okay.
Just to make this kind of positive. I don't even know how this came across. If this was negative, if it was an intervention from me. I feel like y'all learned something. Maybe you guys will relate to this episode, hopefully.
We're almost done with our. Well, you're already done.
Yeah. But one of my favorite drunk moments.
Yep.
Mariners game. Even though it ended on a sour note.
Who was
for
with
me,
us? Was it
Josh?
Josh?
The homie from Hawaii.
Yo,
Shout
Blue
outs.
Hawaiian, bro. You were there too,
Blue
man.
Hawaii. We got blue in the back. Lakers colorway, St. George colorway. What's up, man? That was a great day because we found perfect parking. Once we found the perfect parking, the front spot in front of the Mariners game, I was like, this is gonna be a good day.
Yeah. And then
things happen.
Yeah.
So we go to our seat.
Modelo that took forever to drink.
So we go to our seat, and then it's like $35 for a third baseline. It was like incredible. Like
Oh
best
yeah, it was
seats
a
that
really good deal.
It was
yeah,
a
I remember.
good deal.
Yeah, it was a really good deal.
And then it was a sunny day in Seattle. Everything was perfect.
Yeah.
We sit our seats. I look over to the left, and I'm like, oh, is she cute? Because she was sitting like 3 seats. She was like the furthest one out of her friends when I saw her.
And we were like three seats next to each other, but
Yeah.
they were farthest apart. Like Randy and this girl were farthest apart from each other.
Yeah. And so I looked at her a couple times. I was like, oh, is she cute? And then I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we went to go get beers. 3 Modelo Blacks at a Mariners game for $15, bro. This girl hooked us up.
Yeah.
And did we even drink before that? Because we were struggling with this beer. What did she do to this beer, bro?
I mean, we had burgers too.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe it was a burger.
It was just too full.
I don't think we were. I don't know if you
because
were
that
drinking or not.
freaking was strong. And then
That was
we
a
were,
long time ago. Now to
Yeah.
think about it, yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
anyways,
so
we
basically
go,
we were
beer garden.
No, we were at the burger place. Getting
Oh,
the
yeah,
food.
we were at the burger place,
trying to
drinking
finish
beers.
our beer, trying to finish our burger. So basically, I only mentioned that just because we weren't sitting next to this girl
For
a long
yeah,
time.
for a good
So we
amount of
only
time.
probably like 2 innings that I sat next to this chick.
Yeah.
So we come back from our burgers and beer,
And
we're walking.
they switched seats. So this
Yeah.
group switched seats. And so we stepped over them, passed by, and then
as I'm passing by, like me and her like look away and then look at each other, and we were like, oh hey, in sync.
yeah. Well, the part that also you forgot is Josh sat in between you guys.
No, that happened. That happened before.
Was that
So like as we were passing by,
Okay.
we both looked at her and we were like, oh hey, in sync. That mutual attraction never happens. Like
Yeah.
I felt us both being nervous and like, oh God, like what's up?
Yeah. Sorry, man.
At the same time, NSYNC, Blackstreet Boys. I said Backstreet Boys. And then we passed by, and then I sit in my original seat, and then Josh is like in between me and the girl.
yeah. That's where I was at.
Yeah, and then we look at each other, and I'm like,
And Josh
is clowning,
Josh
bro. Oh my
sits down.
God.
He's like,
He looks at both of us, and he's
oh,
like,
my bad. And
should
then
I
got
move?
back up and sit next to me.
and it was like, bro, let's switch seats. So we switched seats. I was talking to her for a little bit. Her
Man.
friend was hella drunk, and so I was just talking about her drunk friend and trying to talk to her.
And you were
like,
making her
you're a good
laugh and
friend.
everything.
Like, it was hella cool, but it was just like the time wasn't there.
Yeah.
And so
It was such a quick moment too. Like It
Yeah.
sounds like a lot, but it was such a quick moment.
That's why I bring up the opportunity cost at Earl Thomas, where you're
Just
like
go for
comedic
it,
timing.
man.
It's very
Just go
hit or
for
miss. You don't get it back because we had this very rare connection. I know it was brief, but like you could hype me up, being you light skin. It wasn't even like that, bruh. It was like that. You wasn't there when we both stared into each other's eyes. It was like
saw each other's soul for a
freaking
second.
Chris Brown started playing in the background on the intercoms for no reason. I started gliding for no reason. I said, boy. She was cute. I was like, Lord.
Oh, God.
And then when okay, the game is over, and then she says bye. Man,
And you could tell she was waiting. Like as a dude, she was like saying bye and like walk kind of slow.
she walked hella far away to say bye. Normal people say bye next to each other, like bye, I'm leaving. She walked down, thought about it, looked at me into my soul, and was
just
like,
like,
bye,
bye.
you dumbass, get my number real quick. Like that's why
And
I
then-
was like,
and then I remember like it happened so fast for you. I could see
I was
you were like,
so I thought about this moment for way too damn long. I was like, dog.
even Jazz has heard this moment multiple
I've
times.
told this story multiple times, which I usually don't do, but man, I was so mad. I can't even blame her for saying bye hella far because I blame myself because I could have said anything. I could have just been like, oh, can I get your number or
Yeah.
blah, 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 or like whatever. Even if she was taken, she probably would have given me my number or a Facebook or an Instagram or whatever.
I don't think she was taken, bro.
She probably wasn't. I'm just trying to justify. She wasn't even
Alright.
that cute. She was telling me.
cute, bro. All right,
But yeah, that hurt. I was like, man,
that opportunity
that ain't
cost
gonna happen in a while.
that you always talk about, man. That's the perfect example of that. I'm
Because
sorry, bro.
yeah, and I'm right because it didn't happen. This was years
Alright.
ago and it didn't happen.
Let's go to like some positive things. What are like some tips for?
That was positive because it was fun. Still,
That-
even though it ended sour, I think that was still fun.
Yeah, very fun. It's hilarious watching it just from as a friend standpoint, and also just like next time I see it, that's why if you ever see me at the club, I will always gas this man up because I don't want that to happen to him ever again.
Yeah, I could have said anything. It's very rare where you could say something stupid. And you're like, yeah. She's like, hella body language. Like, okay, I'm down.
All right, let's go into some positives. What are some 3 tips for being single or while you want to be single? So since you've been in a relationship, what are some of those things? I could get some, you get some.
You go first.
So some tips for me is definitely don't slow your life down because you are single. Right? Like definitely pursue your hobbies, your passions, all that stuff. Enjoy your life while you're single. Cause okay, let's put some real stuff in. If you're in a relationship and you're married, you ain't single no more.
Final answer.
For a long time.
Yeah.
So
Final
enjoy
answer.
it. Enjoy it. I know people like are stressed out about it. It's like, dude, but enjoy it. Have a good time. Be present with your friends. Make a lot of new friends. Have girlfriends that are like friends that are girls.
Yeah.
Get to know yourself. Get to know
Small
other
girls.
people.
That's facts. I think to bounce off that, I think obviously have fun, define your get to know yourself a little bit and be productive. Utilize your days off. Utilize your
Yep.
find your passion, find your hobby, so you could stand alone.
Yep. If it's pursuit in your career, if it's pursuit in your passions or your hobbies, or find a new hobby. If you have all the extra time and stuff like that, pick up a camera, pick up painting, pick up drawing, pick up something
Very
creative.
time-consuming hobby.
Yeah, something that will get your brain thinking beyond your work or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're well, I work in the creative field, but if you're not in the creative field, like you, like have extra time. Like for example,
Yeah.
Beacon Rose, that extra thing for you. Pursue that. Have
Yeah.
fun with that. Be present in those moments. Be present in those conversations. I don't want to say don't as like a bad thing, but like try and not think of what is next all the time.
Yeah.
So that's the part that's hard when you're hanging out with your boys, where you could tell like a person's like, yeah, but they're already focused on the next thing. And that's the part where just be present, like slow down, be present. Those are like 2 things. The third one, this one's a little bit, I said this multiple times, but don't have super high expectations. Start at 0 when dating or talking to a girl. Like, because when you have the expectation, if it doesn't go that way, your body language says it very fast.
Yeah.
Very fast. Like a girl will pick that up very fast.
You think you could be a good liar, but boy, your body language tells it all.
Yeah.
You hit the backspace.
hit the
quick.
backspace real quick. So
You're
those
like,
are my 3 things for being single. I haven't been single in a long time now, but those are things, and I'll go, you can say yours, and then we'll go into 3 things going into a relationship.
So this is advice for people who want to be single.
Yeah. advice for people who want to be single. It's nothing wrong with that, guys. Nothing is wrong
Yeah.
with that.
Stack up your bread. Learn financial responsibility. I think we're gonna talk about that in a different episode.
Yes,
On
that's
tips.
a good one.
We're gonna for sure do that.
Because those are some regrets that I have. Like,
Fix your credit if you got bad credit.
yeah, don't go stupid on a credit card.
Establish a good work ethic. I mean, work on your weaknesses. I think confidence is a big thing for life in general.
Yeah,
I think
I agree.
I have the confidence now that it's stable and balanced. Where if I was to get dumped, I would be sad for a little bit, and I would get confident because I have a list of 10 things that I'm proud
And
of.
you could just say off
that
the
I could
top.
sit back, like
Yeah.
I could look in the mirror, flex, and be like, "Yo, I'm this.
It's like, I'm freaking tight.
You know who I am? all right, blah blah blah." So I think confidence is a big thing.
Yeah.
Stack up your bread.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds basic, but I think this is a problem that everyone has.
All right, what's number
Especially
three?
in Seattle.
What's number three?
I don't even have a third.
Jazz, you got a third?
Jazz, you got a third? Tips for being single? Vacate. Go on vacations.
Oh, that's a good one. Go on.
Traveling. Yeah,
Travel?
for sure. But the thing is, I travel without Bradley all the time, so.
You can still travel.
Yeah, you can travel with your cuffed.
You can travel when you're cuffed, even without your significant other. Jazz travels all the time, and it's totally fine.
I think if you're single for a while and it's because you're getting out of a long-term relationship, handle your shit while you're single and not
yes.
bring that when you're trying to get in and
So mental baggage. Don't bring your mental baggage
Yeah.
or
Like,
problems to
people are
another.
single for hella long, but they don't like take care of that shit until they find someone they actually want to pursue.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that person doesn't deserve that baggage.
Yeah.
So concentrate
Facts.
on your mental health while you're single from your previous relationship.
Yeah.
People don't do that.
Yeah.
Do that shit.
That's very important. You got to
Very
take care of your
important.
shit. You got to bring
Oh.
light to people,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Everyone's frustrated and having their own issues. You got to. That's another rare
Hold on,
quality about
Let's
people.
summarize, because Jazz wasn't near the mic. So let's summarize that. She's basically just said, travel when you can, but you also travel when you're in a relationship. But take care of your baggage if you've been in a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
And you're single. Like, try and not bring that baggage into a
Into
new relationship.
your next person.
And I think that is very true. Like, handle your crap, because
sure.
it's very not fair.
I think people just sit
While you're
and-
single.
People just sit and marinate on their issues and
Yeah.
maybe don't ask for help on how to fix it.
Yeah, and not helping and not asking for your how to explain this. You can't expect your significant other to fix you.
Yeah, don't rely on someone else to be your happiness.
Yeah,
That's
to be
very
your
dangerous.
happiness,
That's very
That's
toxic.
very, very dangerous, very toxic for sure. So that's a good tip, Jazz. Thank you for sharing that one.
It's great.
And then so 3 things going into a relationship. Let's see your 3, because you haven't been in a relationship in a long time. Well, what is your 3 that you think would be solid?
3 things that I want in a relationship.
That would be
Or
3 tips of going into a relationship.
how am I supposed to know? I'm not even been close to going into a relationship.
Well, what are some of the tips that you think
That would-
think are solid tips going into a relationship? And I'll tell you.
to how to attract somebody or to go into a
no, like some-
I don't even know how to answer that.
All right,
bro.
fine.
We can talk about that later.
All right, fine. So
Dating part 2, it could be a thing. That's a cool answer, but I can't think of a good answer compared to what we just said. But
yeah,
we'll think about that.
we'll think
sit on
about that one. Fine. I won't answer that one either. It's cool. Whatever. All right. So this is. Are we cutting it now?
We
I don't
could
know.
cut it off. I mean,
What do you think? What else you got to say, bro?
family hit me with do you even want a girlfriend? And sometimes that confuses me on how to answer that.
Mm-hmm.
After all that, what we've said, we try to hype up being single, taking care of your stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like I said on the dating episode, part 1,
Yeah.
I felt like I was kind of drunk, but I said I'm a good teammate. I
Yeah.
could be a good person.
Yeah.
I feel like I could be a good father to some kid. I could be
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
uncle.
Mhm.
I fixed my issues. I've been single for a long time, but I was
You've been working
productive
on
in
them.
that. I've
Yeah,
been working
yeah,
on
yeah.
my passion, confidence, hobbies, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've checked all these things and I'm ready,
Yeah.
but it's just finding someone.
That's at that same speed or gear.
I
or
feel like,
something.
yeah, I'm picky, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. But do I even want to answer that question when people confuse me? I hate being confused. I always have an answer to things. Do you even want a girlfriend? I mean, everybody's always looking for somebody special, right?
Yeah.
Of course I want a girlfriend. No one wants to die alone, but
Yeah.
man, I love being single.
Maybe that's
I'm productive. I don't want someone. I'm not gonna blame their responsibility or put their space into my space as a problem of ruining how I am right now, because it took I went through hell and back just to get here, man.
Yeah.
And so for someone to ruin that, I don't know. To add to that, it's tough. I do want a girlfriend, man. Like I do.
Yeah.
I won't even lie.
Yeah.
As much as my single bravado is whatever, how that come across, I still want a girlfriend, to answer that basically.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's asking for a lot, in my opinion.
I don't know if I could. I mean, I have a girlfriend, so I can't answer that.
Oh, you can't. I'm happy for you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is hard to find, bro. Like, this is why I can write like love songs, because I know it's hard to
Yeah.
find someone good for you.
Yeah.
When you have to prioritize someone's happiness, it comes across like it's very healthy for somebody.
Yeah. That's true.
And like, a lot of times I don't care. Sometimes I care so much, and
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just hard to find. So, and to answer that question, to everybody, family, if you're watching this, I know my family's gonna watch this, but yes, to answer your question, I do want a girlfriend.
Yes, but it's also
Even though I'm fronting and justifying it, like I don't, but at the end
the
of the day,
hard truth.
I do.
Away from all that filtering and all that stuff, you do want a girlfriend. Yo, okay, so we are.
Hey, if y'all listen to this whole episode, man, I
Respect to that,
you
guys. Or
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. The whole hour. We hope you enjoy this Friday morning.
Whoa.
Happy Valentine's Day to everybody who is
Hey.
in a relationship too. Go take your significant other on a date. It's a Friday though, so every restaurant's gonna be packed. Sorry if you guys didn't plan ahead.
Do it some other weekend.
Do it some other weekend. I know a lot of people that do that too. They try and avoid actually going out on Valentine's Day. They go the day before or the day after, which is actually pretty smart too.
Yeah.
It just sucks that Valentine's Day this year
It's on a
is on a
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
For all the single people, see you on Call of Duty.
Hey, all the single people, hit me up, man. I need new friends. What's up?
Hit him up on PS4.
I want to
Call
be a
of Duty.
wingman, bro. I'm tired of shooting these shots. I want to be a wingman.
Tag your homies down below.
You feel me?
Comment if you're triggered, if you're not triggered, if you like this or don't like this. Beacon Road, baby.
Baby.
Are we
Peace.
done?
Yeah, we're done.
All right.
Cheers.
Peace out,
Peace.
y'all.